firstly, let me ask you, why dogs?
Well, it's not just dogs, Rozanne. I remember when I first got married, I said I wanted an elephant as a wedding present.
Seriously?
Seriously. I grew up in an environment where I grew up in Ampare actually. So we were surrounded by elephants, monkeys, snakes, chickens, birds,
So all kinds of
dogs. Yes. And my father was an ardent animal lover. So I guess it's come
It
down.
runs in the blood.
It runs in the blood. I've got it from him.
So what's the speciality about Jax?
Well, Jax was run over by his own owners, not deliberately. It was an accident. But then they came and just dumped him at the vets and ran off because they couldn't be
Just
bothered.
like that?
Just like that. And of course, the vet called me and said, could I take Jax over? And I couldn't say no. So here we are, 4 years down the road.
A
With
young
Jax.
man now, huh?
Yeah, he's a miniature Dachshund.
He's a breeder,
And-
you said.
Pardon?
He's a breeder, you said. Or he was
Yes,
a breeder.
they were breeders, so they just don't care about animals.
Yeah.
He's in a pamper.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's in a pamper.
Legs are paralyzed.
He's in a pamper. He's paralyzed. We've taken him to all over Sri Lanka. Actually, I went to
He's
him to
living his best life.
Yeah, he is.
He's a
He was-
lucky dog.
We
Anusha,
changed course
let's
now.
talk about you a little bit. Are you a vegetarian?
Well, I was a fishitarian.
Fishitarian.
Not quite a fish. You can't really call me a pescatarian because I don't like fish. So I ended up by 99% of the time eating carbs and sweets.
Yes.
Then
and
I
you
had.
haven't put on weight with all those carbs. that
Oh
you
well,
eat.
I'm always on the go. Then I had spinal surgery, and my mother refused to bring me back home unless I agreed to eat chicken. So then I said, okay, because I really want to get back on my feet and be well. So then I said, okay, I'll eat chicken. And then after a year or so, I felt so bad that I gave chicken up again. And then it was back again to these carbs and sweets, carbs and sweets. I'm someone who could eat a whole loaf of kare pang in a day. And I could
Doesn't
finish.
show at all.
It doesn't show
I
at
could
all.
finish a mega bottle of fizz. My
Really?
favorites were Portillo, Sprite, and Necto
Are you
in a
diabetic?
day.
Are you diabetic?
No, what happened was, and also jam. I could finish a bottle of jam while I was working.
Just jam.
Just jam,
Wow.
plain jam. I eat it with a spoon while I'm working at the computer.
Wow.
And then one day I wasn't feeling too well. I didn't know what was wrong with me. And I thought, okay, I made one of my rare visits to the doctor. And he wrote out these tests and he said, do this and come back. And then when I did go back, he looked at them and he looked at me and said, Anusha, I don't know whether I'm seeing you or your ghost. So I said, well, that sounds ominous. What's the prognosis? And he said, your cholesterol is like 500. That's why I'm saying I don't know whether you should be, whether it's you or whether I'm talking to your ghost. So I said, I don't understand how that can be because I don't drink, I don't smoke. I'm lactose intolerant. So all this cheese and milk and butter and all that is out. And I said, I don't eat meat. So then he said, well, do you have sweets? So I said, I kind of live on sweets. So he said, well, there you go.
Cholesterol,
Time to give
sweets.
it up.
Yep.
Jesus.
And he said,
But
white
don't
bread.
worry, you gave up sweets yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
First of
White
May,
bread.
no sweets.
White bread has more carbs, a slice of white bread has more carbs, has more sugar in it
Yes.
than a glass of juice, a glass of fizz or whatever. So I was, my staple diet was more or less jam, fizz and white bread. And I loved my sweets. So with that I gave it up.
Chocolates.
Anything,
Ferrero
anything
Rocher?
sweets, anything sweets, anything sweet.
I know Anusha David for the past.
I could eat sweets non-stop.
We have worked with photographers who has not seen a digital camera at all. I mean, there was no digital cameras at that time. But you also entered the industry, I think when this transforming phase
Yes,
happened.
Rozanne. Now, I actually entered the commercial fashion scene around late 2004, beginning of 2005. That was the period. So I was working at that time in a certain IT firm, and while I was working, I was doing photography as a part-time. So back in the day, all the pro photographers were using film, and they looked down upon us like people who are using digital, because like digital
Really?
Yeah, they didn't want to evolve.
they look down upon us. That is one
Which
thing.
is happening now also in various other forms.
Yeah. So what they told was like, this is like a toy. Anybody can use it, and this and that. So this
But
is
real
this is the
photography is
downfall of
failure.
photography,
Yes.
and whatnot. But we stick to what we believed in. I mean, myself and the people who like other photographers who started at that time, we believed in the digital photography era. I mean, I'm not degrading film photography, that's a different art. But what I personally believe is you have to always look to the future. I'm a very technical person.
Yeah.
I think that is coming from my IT background mostly, because I mean, IT also, like, I was passionate about it and I persevered that, but that helped me a lot in my photography career as well. So I always look into tech side of things when it comes to photography, and I play around with certain gadgets when it comes to cameras and stuff like that. So what I believe in, you have to always think in the positive side when you are getting a new technology coming in. Now, for example, now AI is here, and a lot of people are talking bad about AI.
Yeah, that was one
Yeah.
of my questions also. There's a lot of manipulation going on and a lot of post-production things happening, and
Yeah, I mean, in any platform, there are certain limitations you need to have, like certain ground rules. But AI is a platform which is here to stay. It won't go away, like digital cameras,
Yes.
like digital photography. Everybody thought, okay, once digital photography is here, the photography industry is ruined. But no, now the photography industry is like
the next
huge.
level, yes.
And like, not like those days, the photographers have a class now, and they are like earning really well. And photographers have different genres. Like now I'm specializing on fashion photography. Likewise, there are certain photographers who specialize on wildlife photography, and they earn a lot. And architecture,
yes.
yeah, which is a huge area.
If you look at yourself from the outside, what would the factors be that are indicative of your success as an actor? Looking at yourself from the outside, TikTok followers, Instagram followers, Facebook followers.
You're not a social media fan, right?
I maintain an Instagram account, also Facebook. Like my personal friends are on there. I have a public Facebook account. These are just for work and for people people who are fans.
connect.
My fans
Yeah.
are like, I don't have many fans, but they actually like me. You know what I mean?
Why
They're
do
not
you
there.
Not have many fans?
Huh?
Why do you not have many fans?
I don't know. But the few I have, they're actually serious about it, and they actually appreciate me for what I do.
Genuine fans.
See, you have people who have 1 million followers, 500,000 of them are just there to make fun of them or put bad comments, or just they like to entertainment. It's entertainment. So I'm proud that the fans that I have are genuine people who actually like my work. So, or maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I feel right now.
What have you not done so far as an actor? Like any role or any character that you think, oh, I can do this at my
Let me
best?
put it this way: I don't think I've done 10% of what I can do,
Yeah.
because there are not many good scripts. In the last 10 years, there have not been many good scripts. There have not been good enough roles that could actually showcase what an actor can do. It's all on the surface because there's no money in the industry. You find a producer, you put a script together real quick because we had to shoot before the producer leaves. So, but there are exceptions. People I've worked with, Lanka, the current film that's running, Valampuri, Perfectionist, Chatra Veeraman, working with Mr. Handagama was a dream. Like a lot of people like that, I've worked with really good directors who are serious about what they do. But yeah, there are so many things that I haven't done.
Will you ever get into script writing or direction? Or?
I will, yeah. That's right now. That's the only hope.
Oh.
What do you hope?
Because like you can
make your
sit
own
around,
movies,
yeah,
yeah.
you can sit around waiting for the type of character you want, and if that's not happening, you're not getting any younger. So either you find somebody to write the type of story you want, and then find producers and direct it yourself, and that's something that will happen in the future.
So you've had quite a journey. You lived in so many countries, and then
Nairobi.
so many careers that you have chosen. Now, Kumar and I do this personality development workshop for teenagers.
yeah.
And last week we had one of our sessions, and a couple of teenagers didn't know exactly what they want to do in life. And they are teenagers, and we expected them to know what they want to be.
At least a vague
At
idea.
least have some kind of an idea.
I have a message. For those
Exactly.
people.
I want you
I'm
to.
almost 68 now. I still don't know what I want to be.
Oh.
And actually, I don't know what I am either.
Yeah.
So when I go to these posh literary festivals and they're talking about Tolstoy and Dostoevsky, I haven't read any of that. I'm just sitting there like a
Seriously?
Mia. Yeah, I just sit there pretending.
Oh, you
because-
pretend, but you know.
No, I don't. The thing
You
is,
pretend
I
to
genuinely-
know.
Pretend to know. Okay.
I pretend to know.
Okay.
Because genuinely, I'm a mathematician. I did English A level as a joke in 1 year. So it was literally as a joke. I hardly read some of those texts I didn't read. You know?
But
I
you're
just
one of the
had-
lucky ones. You did it as a joke, but it
Yeah, but that's my point.
Yeah.
I think if you don't try too hard, it just comes to you fairly easily.
I
If
do-
you do you know what I mean? If you try
Yeah.
and try and bust your gut.
sometimes too much of pressure sometimes.
Too much pressure from your family, from everyone, too much pressure from yourself.
Mm.
And then you almost fail because you've overloaded the sort of guilt on yourself.
If there's no self-realization, how would I know to get out of something I'm not doing very well and changing course?
It's not so much getting out of something as getting into something else.
Okay.
You don't have to get rid of that.
No, you
With
never get
that,
rid of it.
yes.
It's always there.
Yeah.
But suddenly it goes into the background and something else comes
Pops
forward.
up and then.
So jack of all trades, master of none.
None.
But
Absolutely
you've
none.
defied that.
No. I maintain.
You have
But
mastered
you've-
many.
you've done all
No,
this you've done.
no. I really have done. Trust me on this. You do the best you can.
Are you a failed
And
builder? No.
Completely.
Buildings have fallen down?
No, actually. Sadly, I wish.
What might have been the negative comments you got for Tikiri? What's good is good anyway. But anything?
To be honest, very few. I did see a few things on social media, not on my social media, but just in general, the page, saying, Tikiri was very brutal, very mean, and things like
But
that.
that's about your character.
Yeah, about my
She
character.
was.
Yeah.
And
I found
I think I did. I mean,
You
she
have justified
was.
the character.
Justified, yeah. So
Yeah,
I think that's what she's supposed to be, because she's from the noble caste
It
at
was
that
because
time.
of her that entire village was butchered. She let
Exactly.
it happen.
Yeah. So I think I did. I think as Dinar, I think I did justice to the character.
Peacock Lament, Baby
Yes.
Farm. Not out as yet.
Not out as yet.
Why?
I don't know actually. I think with Sri Lankan films, it takes time for it to release. There's also a huge waiting list. You go through censor board, and in this case, our director is also overseas. So we're just waiting for it to release. I think hopefully this year. Hopefully.
So you are new to the film industry.
Yes.
I mean, you don't have any relatives or any
No,
friends.
nobody.
So you were casted from an audition.
Yes.
How did that happen, and with how many?
What was your number? I can't remember.
365. Yeah. I just went for an audition and I got this
Did
number.
you expect to be casted? No.
No, not at all. I didn't. Not
Any
one
famous
bit.
people also auditioned against you?
I didn't see any. I was just in this long queue. But the only thing that I noticed at the audition was that my name was written on a different paper. As in, like, they audition you and then they write your name. And there was this other paper with very few names.
The privileged list.
So when I saw that, I was like,
Okay.
Shortlisted.
shortlisted, maybe I'll get a role, maybe. And then, yeah.
You used to run along the roads in the morning for fitness.
Yes.
But why do you stop?
Firstly, I want to be alive.
Okay.
So it's a bit difficult when there are vehicles who don't follow road rules.
They will crash.
Exactly.
Watching you.
Exactly. And well,
They watch you and they crash. Okay, so
I mean, that's very kind of you, but they don't believe that a crosswalk is for you to cross. They believe you should risk your life and limb in order to cross the road. Pavements are these options for cars when they feel that there's traffic. And even though I used to run facing traffic, which is how it's supposed to be, it was quite dangerous, and I used to do it very early, 4:45 in the morning, and I found it a bit precarious.
I believe the older viewers watching us would be waiting for this question and wondered why I waited for 8 minutes Tell us about your transition.
Well, it was just the authentic, I would say, natural process for me, where anyone who knows me, as you and Rozanne do for a very long time, it came as no surprise because it was the natural process of being authentic. Now, I've said this to you guys on a personal basis also. Authenticity is very important to me. I think life is too short to go through it play acting. I don't have energy to do a kabuki dance and pantomime for anyone. I believe that I need to be true to myself, and I have the most loving, kind, benevolent family around me who have been so supportive. I have great friends who I can count maybe on one hand, who've been the same. And I didn't make anything of my life a statement. Because as I say, it's a facet of life, it's not life. So I'm an educator, I'm a fashion designer, I'm a creative director, I'm an aunt, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, and I happen to transition. So it's not like,
That is the core.
That is the core, and it's not a banner thing either, because being a doggy parent, I don't make it a banner thing. So it's just part of life.
You haven't changed your name. That original name
exactly
is still there.
It's still there because, again, my parents gave it to me. And I have immense respect and love for my parents. And I think my very closeness to my mother, and she chose my name. Also, my name is a derivative of the sun god. And my surname is, it means Army of the Moon.
The moon.
Chandra Sena.
Yes.
And I thought, what bigger compliment, I have the sun, moon and stars.
Yeah.
So
Why change?
Oh, wow, I never thought of that.
Yeah, so why change? And I'm very comfortable, I have an identity. It's
And people
I
who
am.
want to accept you can do so.
Exactly.
People who do.
But that's for all of us.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever your life is, it's up to people to embrace and ensconce you. Anyone who is not willing, it's their prerogative, it's freedom. They cannot like you. I always say, you don't like how I look away. You don't like what I'm saying, don't listen. True. Nobody's forced to do anything.
Out of all the reality show winners, like not only one channel, but there are many, who is your favorite? Like who did you idolize? Like
like before me?
Before. Or maybe even after, if you have a favorite.
I look up to a lot of stars. I don't like to name one. I've picked, bits and pieces from everyone. And who came after me? I like Sana because she has a plan. Evidently, she's very good at releasing her originals at the perfect
Sana
time.
is also from Freeze, right?
She's also from Freeze. She was the former vocalist. So I like Sana and her plan.
You're playing it very safe. You know her.
No, not like that. But I admire her.
If you could be any one of the senior artists today and not be Fallon, if you could be one of those people,
Okay.
which one would you be? Would you want to be? But having said that, I need to add, you were branded as the next Corinne Almeida also. When you won the DDS 5 years ago, it was like, there's a new Corinne.
Yes.
So with all those predictions or whatever that people say, what would you say?
I didn't like it, to be really honest.
Really?
I did not like it because I have so much respect for Corinne Almeida and what she did. There's nobody like Corinne Almeida.
There's only one Corinne.
There is only one. She performed up to this date. Oh my God, the energy on stage she gives is. I don't know whether I'll be able to do that when I'm that age. She's so full of energy. I have so much
But
respect.
if not for you, there would not be the Dilanero brothers.
That
was
is also
Rohan
true.
alone.
That is also
So you
true.
crept in there to steal his limelight.
But actually,
and now it
Rohan,
means
well, technically, Rohan was always performing before I did he was performing alone. And actually, coming back to that, one day he was going to release a solo album. of pop singing, or the 60s, 70s music. And I still remember his vehicle number was JF2020 and I was JG 1010. And he came to my vehicle and he popped this CD and he said, Mali, listen to this and tell me what you think of it. So I listened to it and I was harmonizing while driving, and I called him and I said, look, I think this will sound better if I sing in it.
Oh,
as
that's
well.
how it all started.
Yes. So, and then he's like, oh, okay. And so then we harmonized. Then we always used to practice in the vehicle. It was a good place to practice. So we'll play a track and on the go we will practice. And we just happened to play this and I harmonized and he said, yeah, actually it sounds good. And then that's how
It's a
all started.
coincidence.
Yes. Right.
But if I'm to ask you, if you have to collaborate with any other musician other than your brother, who would it be?
To be
Dead
sing or
alive?
to be accompanied by, Rozanne? Which one?
Either.
To be accompanied by, yes, I would be very happy to be accompanied by a lot of people.
And the top favorite now being Soundry, David,
Yes,
Rodrigo.
Soundry
and
is
Niranjan,
fabulous.
Silva,
Yes,
and even
Sound and
Sureka.
Niranjan, Sureka, Rozanne, Silva from the US. And,
To sing?
Sorry?
Accompany.
To accompany you?
Yes, to accompany us. But to sing, no.
No?
Because
No,
because you're arrogant?
the reason
or
is
what?
no. The reason is because I think I guess it's because of the brothers' connection. I know exactly what he's going to do.
We can feel it when you all sing on stage.
Yeah. I mean, that's just actually what a lot of people have been saying is, this the way we
Chemistry
we have on stage. Look, I mean, even sometimes we ourselves are in a bit of surprise because there are times that because singing with Rozanne is not easy.
Why?
It's quite a challenge because he will never
It's
do.
very impromptu, no?
He's very. So
Yeah.
he will not do what he did at a practice, for example. He'll
the
never do.
last show.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
He'll
one
never
show,
do.
even if they all do the same show,
Correct. It will
It's
be very
different.
different. It will be very
Yeah.
different. So the thing is, you need to be able to read his mind and catch him, where what he's going to, because most of the time I'm doing a harmony note and he would change the note.
Seriously?
Sometimes, right? So then I need to change with him because if I stick to the harmony note which I practice, that wouldn't go because he's changing the note. So I have to be able to change with him. So in a way, and then I guess it's mannerisms. I honestly, to be honest, I really don't know how to answer this.
Chemistry,
But
I'm sure
it's just that you just know most of the time, 99% of the time. Okay, he may do this, so I'm always ready.